Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Freeman Mazda post-game show. Jesse, Holley, Skywalker still. The Dallas Cowboys move to 11-4 with an absolute stopping of the Washington football people, weirdos over there.
That trick.
They I mean, you know, I gotta play it. I absolutely have to play it because, I mean, if it was a game, if there was ever a game to press this button,
yes, yes,
it would be this game.
Yes, yes.
I mean,
yes.
I don't think I've ever seen the Dallas Cowboys score 56 points. And from what I had seen on Twitter, and I go to Twitter a lot for things, the last time I did this was in the 1980s, I believe, with Danny White at quarterback.
Yep.
So this is the first in the millennial, right? The new millennium. Dallas Cowboys score 56 points to the Washington football weirdo people to 14, absolute domination. And that's something that you asked for at the beginning of this in the pregame show, was you guys need to come out here and stomp these dudes, and they did that.
Yeah, I mean, this team, the Washington football team, this is the team who just played on Tuesday, right? So they're coming off an extremely short week. COVID has hit them really, really, really hard. And so my thing is this is what you're supposed to do to a inferior team. This is how you treat, in the world of sports, someone who is less than you. I don't want to say that in general, but this is how you treat someone in the world of sports. Like,
good catch.
Yeah, absolutely. Because they're like, you're a bad person, Jesse. In the world of sports, someone who comes up against you who is less talented, who is has less rest, who just all around there aren't many places where you can say that the Washington football team is better than or equal to the Dallas Cowboys.
Not a single unit. Maybe punter.
Maybe. And even still,
Our punter went to
our
the Pro
punter went to the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
So it's like you look across the board and you say, we should dominate you. And defensively for the last couple of weeks, 5-6 weeks, it's been that way.
Yeah.
And we've been begging and pleading and crying, saying, what is going on with our offense? We came into this year offensively and said that this Cowboys team is going to be a dominant offense, and that Dak Prescott and Zeke and CD, we had all these names and all these figures, and early in the year, we were getting that. We were getting the 30 and 40 burgers, and we were getting the domination and the blowouts, and he was going head-to-head with Super Bowl defending champions and all the other kind of great stuff, and then it fell off after the injury. Go up to New England, injury happens to Dak. He comes back after a couple of weeks, and all of a sudden this offense is off. Linemen are in and out, receivers are in and out, quarterbacks in and out, and it just seems like it can't catch a rhythm. And we have been begging and begging and begging for this team to find that rhythm as we head into the playoffs with 2 games left. We're saying we can't realistically go into the playoffs and say that we have a chance. Yes, if our defense is playing well, but if our offense ain't right, then I don't understand how we will have a chance. Tonight, like Dak found himself, this offense found itself. Couple that with this dominating defense, this game we talked about, rinsing that sour taste out of your mouth.
Yeah.
This game tonight, for me, offensively, has kind of gotten that sour taste that I've had for the last couple of weeks kind of out of my mouth, and I'm looking forward to seeing what this team now can look like 2 weeks in a row with putting it all together.
We've been kind of looking for that get-right game.
Yes.
And this was that from every single unit. I think for the first time in I don't know how long, the Dallas Cowboys scored a touchdown on offense.
Yep.
They scored a touchdown on defense.
For sure.
And they scored a touchdown on special teams.
It is.
Shout out to John Fossil. This is 3 block punts, and I think 2 touchdowns from those 3 block. Are they all 3 touchdowns?
No, all 3 touchdowns, I believe.
All 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I think they're 3 for 3.
Unbelievable. I mean, so shout out to John Fossil. At the beginning of the year, it looked clunky. He kind of dialed it back a little bit, became more strategic, and now it's. And I don't even think it was. You said it. I don't even think that was a design call block.
It wasn't.
It just straight up beat him.
It was one of those deals where you kind of feel him. He lacks to the inside. You go upfield, comes underneath, and Clement beat his man one-on-one. That wasn't a designated, hey, we're going to all-out rush. It was just one dude went, beat his man, and, I mean, talk about easy touchdown. Golson will never have a much easier touchdown than the one that he had today, where the ball literally bounced up in the air and he caught it in the end zone for a touchdown.
He will not. And before I get to the offensive player of the game per se, let me talk to you guys about the Freeman Mazda, okay? This is the post-game show presented by Freeman Mazda. And if you are searching for a new, used, or Mazda certified pre-owned vehicle in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, shop at Freeman Mazda. They are a family-owned, operated business and have been for over 60 years.
We met them tonight.
Yes, we did. We actually met, I forget, I'm sorry.
Martin.
Martin tonight. It's always Martin. This is the other one. Martin tonight from Freeman Mazda. Great. His family was at the game.
His family was out to get some sand.
Perfect game to go to, by the way.
For a family.
Pretty
for
sure
anybody.
he rolled up in his Mazda.
Yes.
Maybe it was a 2021 Mazda CX-5. You know, that's some of the new inventory they get. Or maybe it was the Mazda 6.
That's what you rolling. That's what you rolling. That's what you rolling.
You know, I love to drive my Mazda 6, yeah? You know, today when I go home and I'm driving in my Mazda 6 back to the crib, I'm going to be feeling good.
Yes,
because
as you should.
There's a lot of Freeman Mazda drive of the games that happened today over there in AT&T Stadium. I'm going to have to go home and look through it and try to pick one because there's been so many. But if I had to give my Freeman Mazda player of the day, it would be Dak Prescott. But if you're looking, again, to know more about Freeman Mazda, shop at Freeman Mazda or visit freemanmazda.net.
Yes, sir.
Dak Prescott's my player of the game again.
Is he?
He's my player of the game, offensively at the very least.
Okay.
And here's why. I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of me wanted to really see this passing game get back, right? Like the running game, low-key, the running game found some rhythm last week. It found some rhythm. And let me show y'all the fan cam real quick. Hold on, I got you. 1 second so they can see. Go over there on that one.
You got to go in front of that camera.
Here we go.
There we go.
See, this is what happens when you win.
Yes.
You know, you have fun. But Dak Prescott, I feel like, found his rhythm. And we saw, again, against Washington a couple weeks ago, the running game found some footing. Against the Giants, the running game found some footing. I need to see the passing game get back right. And Dak Prescott.
No, I'm actually working. I'm doing a show, a live show, live.
We are live.
We're live, like live. We can't hear you because we're doing the show live.
Thank you. She is lit. Let it go. Have a good night. Oh boy. Oh. Hey man, when you win it,
you just do your thing.
You just do your thing.
Yes.
You know, I ain't even mad at it. You know, I try to be professional.
I don't.
I don't. If y'all could have saw. Ah, man. Save me. Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott.
What I'm talking about here.
You wanted to see the pass game get back to where it was at, right?
Yes,
it's been lackluster. Dak's been off. Pass has been all over the place. There's been some. There has been in the last couple of weeks. There has been some question.
Sure.
Right? Whether we didn't know, was it mental? Was it technical? Was it injury related for Dak Prescott? Because we just didn't see the proficient quarterback that we've been known to see.
That confidence was back today.
It was back. It was back,
and I love to see it. We talked about before the game. Squeaky wheel gets the oil.
Yes.
Boy, that thing got the oil today.
Yeah.
He had about 10 or 11 targets, caught 7 receptions, 85 yards, and a touchdown. Ironically, Malik Turner was the second leading receiver on the yards because of that catch and run
play. Yeah.
He had 3 catches for 82 yards. Dalton Schultz, 8 catches for 82. And I'm real with you. I love to see Dalton Schultz get more involved the last few weeks because if teams are going to give you the middle, you have to make them pay.
Absolutely.
Right? You got to make them pay. Michael Gallup 2 for 53. That's kind of a Michael Gallup day.
And the thing about just to go back to Dalton Schultz, when you look at offenses across the league, I don't care what conference you want to look at.
Yeah.
The good offenses incorporate their tight end. Now, I'm not saying that Dalton Schultz is Travis Kelce. I'm not saying that
he's not, but in the first half of the year,
but he doesn't have to be Travis Kelce.
Right.
What he has to be is Dalton Schultz. Be a viable option. Be a credible option. Be a consistent option for us. Because while there aren't many there's only one Travis Kelce. There aren't many Travis Kelces or Darren Wallers in the National Football League. But what you can get is I know that every time I throw to Dalton Schultz in one-on-one coverage, he's going to come down with the catch. Whether it's for 8 yards, for 10 yards, for 13 yards. And that's going to be so pivotal for me and for this offense when you talk about third downs. When you go back and look at the game today, tonight,
God, they were excellent. I mean, prior to
a lot of their third down conversions came to Dalton Schultz. A lot of those things underneath comes to Dalton Schultz. And so when you have that and you have the guy, I'm not saying you get the 5-yard catch, 5-yard, gain, But you get the catch, you get some yak.
He give you a little yak, too.
But you get the consistency. That's the thing about Dalton Schultz is he gives you the consistency. 82 yards for a tight end on 8 targets.
8 targets.
I'll take that.
That's 10 yards per carry.
I will take that every 10.3 yards a catch. Give me that. That's a first down every single time.
He had eight receptions, I believe, last week on 8 targets. This week, I don't think I saw him drop one. So it might have been 8 for 8 again. I mean, we'll see.
9 targets for 8 catches.
Okay, so 9. So maybe it was an Aaron Throw or something.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, that's extremely efficient. And
Absolutely.
That's what you want from your tight end, especially if teams are going to give you that. And he's turning these into first downs.
Yes.
That's the beauty of it, man. So we definitely got a chance to see the offense get back on track. And you talked about third down. 10 for 15 third down efficiency, 1 for 1 in fourth down. And they were at one point, they were something like 9 for 11 or something crazy like that on third down. So this offense absolutely had to get right game. And now rolling back here at AT&T Stadium next week against Kyler Murray, coming back in here for a homecoming game. Cowboys Nation and those players in that locker room and Mari Cooper, who was frustrated, they all should feel confident, even more so, right? Going up against what you would think used to be an MVP candidate, guys like that. An offense that you're going to be tested to probably score some points. Maybe. The defense has been balling. So
right.
Maybe you're not going to have to score that many points. But nonetheless, I wanted this offense to get right prior to that game. And
I did too.
It, man. They absolutely did it. 497 total yards on a day where the Cowboys didn't play their starters in second to last possession in the third quarter.
3 minutes left in the 3:30 left in the third quarter. Dak was on the sideline making jokes with Zach Martin.
And I don't think anybody had double-digit carries. Let me go back and look. Nope. Zeke, 9 carries, 37 yards. Tony Pollard, 8 carries. And I'm okay with this because they needed the rest. Those guys are playing banged up, so they needed the rest. Defensive side of the ball, who would you say, a lot of people, who would you say the defensive MVP per se of today? You got Micah got another sack.
I know. You know what? Can I cheat?
Dang.
Can I cheat?
What's that? Dan Quinn?
No, I'm going to say the defensive line.
Okay.
They have. Tyler Heineke was on a Peloton the entire game.
It was.
Like, he was on the reverse Peloton. Like, he had 7 completions the entire game. And he played most of the game. Kyle Allen had more completions than he had, and he played a quarter. You see what I'm saying? The entire game, they assaulted him. Like, you talk about someone who needs to be arrested, Basham needs to be arrested. And Gallimore and Tank and Randy and Mike, they need to be arrested for simple assault because they were – every time he turned, he turned right, he turned left. It wasn't even the sacks. It was the pressure. It was the hits. Every time he dropped back, someone was around him. He was being touched every single time he threw a pass. He didn't get a chance to step into any throws. Everything was off his back foot. I'm trying to find somebody, throw it up, YOLO balls. I mean, he was just –
he tried to step into one. I thought Keanu
almost cut him in half.
I thought he killed him.
Almost cut him in half. They spanked them boys, didn't they? I like it, OG.
Did.
I see you, OG.
Looking clean with the corduroys.
Corduroys and 2 white honeys. I'm telling you, OG had 2 of them. I ain't going to tell y'all no lie. He had 2 of them with the corduroys on.
Home games after post-game show. After a dub,
2 of them bad boys with
be here. Check this thing out. Freeman Mazda post-game show. Jesse Alley, Skywalker Steel. Cowboys put up 56 on these Washington football people. We got the folks coming from the stadium clearing out, and we're getting some good, happy fans here, man. I love it, man. I can't wait for the playoff game. I'm not even going to hold you. Like, I am so amped for that. Like, today, I got a chance to be kind of calm by the second quarter because it was over.
Yeah, it was over.
But I'm sorry. Every single possession of the playoff game, Jesse, just get ready.
You know how we do. I sit quietly and watch the game and do my thing. And
people think we can hear what they're saying.
I know. I don't know why they think that. Why do people think when you're doing stuff live, that's a good time to talk to you?
I don't know, man.
Like, I don't.
I don't know. The lady came up through here dancing and started talking to us, chirping, and we like, we can't hear you.
We can't hear you. Sweet man, we have.
Pull your shirt down.
Yeah. Y'all can't see what we see. It's some fun times here.
I tried to put the fan cam, but it don't do justice. What's up, man?
All right,
it's
my
a good
guy.
time. We're having a good time right now. I told y'all it was going to be a good time in this post-game show. Some people brought up, and by the way, before I move forward, shout out to my man Law Nation. I think we got a real one raid. I missed out on my man Vach Lombardi's raid last week or 2 weeks ago. I guess we got a Law Nation raid during the halftime show, and I saw it afterwards. Scrolled through the comments. So shout out to you guys for the Law Nation raid. Appreciate you, Law. That's my brother. I see some people talking about Kelvin Joseph, and I kept seeing his name positively pop up,
right,
and his face positively pop up on the screen. Now, I'll go back and watch more, obviously. We'll see. But, yeah, I'm not going to say he's a player of the game, but those were the good reps we talked about, wanting to get these guys good reps. I think Malik Turner got good reps. Even Cooper Rush, getting these guys all these reps. There was a statistic they showed up there. We both were looking like, damn, Tank played 23 snaps.
Right.
23.
Like, think about that. In 23 snaps, he got a sack,
a pick,
tutty, a touchdown,
some tackles,
and
some pressures.
And we say that to say, when you can have your star player Tank have 23 snaps, that tells me that you have a significant rotation of guys who not only do you trust, but can actually go out there and play. And it keeps guys like Randy, like Tank, like Neville fresh in the game, because when you go up against Aaron Rodgers,
you're gonna need that wave.
You're gonna need that wave of guys. I'm gonna need for in the fourth quarter, late in the third quarter, late in the fourth quarter for Randy Gregory to be fresh. I'm gonna need for Tank to be fresh. But if they have to play 40, 50 snaps because we don't have anybody behind them that we feel comfortable enough to rotate in, now these guys could potentially be sucking wind in the fourth quarter, and where they would have got there, and we watch it all the time. It's that half a second, that millisecond, oh, he was almost there, but the ball got away, and that's the difference between the ball getting away for completion and it being a strip sack fumble or a deflection or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you see the freshness of these guys. Dorrance Armstrong looks, every time he's out there, he looks really good because he's fresh. He had a sack. Terrell Basham, he looks like motor on 100. He had a sack. We already said DeMarcus.
There's a play at the end of the game if you watch Randy Gregory, he comes off the ball and he just almost like Reggie White's.
Oh my goodness, the guard where
he just pushed him over. He just pushed him over.
Disgusting. And I think that's might be the same play that Keanu Neal just wrecked.
Like literally, and Randy's never been known to be some.
Oh, he got some bull rush to him now.
But what I'm saying is he's never been a guy who just cocky strong and just be knocking dudes over. But he came off. But again, being fresh, having the energy, having the excitement, he came off the ball and knocked the hell out of dude. I mean, knocked him over to the point where he looked down like, oh, damn, I'm free. And he was after the quarterback. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. I know we're not talking about being frustrated in here. Y'all save that for tomorrow, because tomorrow it's going to be a cookout. Ain't nothing the family to be talking about. You know what I mean? It's cookout. Everybody came back home with straight A's on their report cards.
Okay.
And that's why we got them the gifts for, Christmas and things like that. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all got, everything you wanted for Christmas. This was part of my Christmas wish list, and if we go back and look at it, I think we accomplished everything on my Christmas wish list for the Dallas Cowboys. Win the division.
Got it.
Defense continue to get turnovers.
Boom.
You got it, right? Be healthy. I think we got out of here healthy.
I think we did too.
Was another one. And then I said, fix the red zone. Check. I got my Christmas wish list for Dallas Cowboys.
Santa came through.
Yeah, he did.
Santa came through.
I think that's about it through here. I don't think there's anything else in here real quick. Oh, Terrence Steele with the big, thick. Oh, you know what? I'm not even going to say that because that definitely. I'm going to go ahead.
No. Say what you was getting ready. No. Say what you was getting ready to say. Say what you was getting ready. Terrence Steele, my first cousin.
My first cousin with the tiny.
My mama, brother's son. My daddy's sister boy.
But I almost put way too much sizzle on that one.
Terrence Steele with the big what? What he had? What Terrence Steele had? The big what? The big what?
We need to have a.
Terrence Steele had what? Say what you was gonna say.
Thick six.
Okay.
We need to have a poll. What's worse?
A poll. A poll on what? How about a thick six? Oh, here we go.
A poll. What's worse?
You are digging yourself.
No,
okay,
you're not gonna let you escape this one.
Okay.
Jabril Cox getting his. What did you say? Cox wet, or the thick six? That's what you said.
Yeah, I said Jabril Cox getting wet in the game, meaning getting the reps in the game. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're going to take a poll.
We can take a poll. We can take a poll. We can take a poll. And I am confident. I am confident me saying that and you saying
what?
You say what you say about your first cousin, because you call him your first. You can't now not have him in the family.
No. He is.
Oh, okay.
No,
all right.
That's my cousin.
All right.
That's my cousin.
So you can't not have him in the family.
He's coming to the cookout tomorrow.
He's in the family.
Yeah.
And I just hope tomorrow when he comes stepping through, you ask him about his.
No. Listen, no. We're not gonna do that.
You ask him about what happened. You ask him about what.
He got a pick six.
What they call it?
No, he didn't get a pick six. I'm sorry. He got a touchdown.
Okay.
That they call it the pick six.
They.
Funny.
Now this they. Now you DJ Khaled. Now you DJ Khaled what they say. All right, cool. Okay. You brought it on your show. You brought this on your show. No. Because you was about to run with that. I'm glad you know what? I'm glad I stopped you. I'm glad I stopped you.
With the second one?
Huh?
With the one I did like a couple minutes ago? I stopped myself.
No, not that one. Just the fact of the matter is you were going to bring that on your show tomorrow and say it with pride.
I'm going to be real with you. The only reason why I'm even going to bring it up now is because it's a running joke now. It's a thing.
Of course.
It's a meme at this point.
Right.
Like, you got to be a part of the A to Z Sports pregame, postgame, halftime
But
show
prior to it becoming a meme or a joke,
it was more so just a funny thing, but now it's a thing.
You're going to bring it up. You're going to bring it up like, oh, my cousin, my mama, brother, son, he got a big.
Oh, no.
See?
No. No. Stop.
You lost.
Oh,
You got dominated.
Yeah.
Thank you. And so here at A to Z Sports, when you lose, you don't get a chance to come and talk.
56-14, man. Yeah, like the chain, though. Nice chain. At least you got a chain out of the trip. Got something out of it. Are y'all still here? Are we canceled? Let me just make sure we're not canceled real quick.
Did they cancel us?
Okay, we're not canceled.
We're not canceled.
We're not canceled. Great. Professor O said wet cocks, thick six, and hookers. Glory hole, baby. Dallas Cowboys.
And Freaky Mike is running the show. Let's go, baby.
Put some respect on that man's name, please.
And I'm not saying anything to anyone about because if you followed me in the least bit when this hire was made.
There's a meme a GIF now because of that hire from you.
I'm just saying. So I don't even want to talk about people about that. Just know where I stood when this thing started. And I still stand with my dude, Freaky Mike.
I ain't with you, man. 10 toes down, bro. It was about 7 toes at the beginning. My man was like, what's going on?
But on a serious note, when you talk about the coaching staff, like
it's impressive.
It's impressive, and I don't just mean.
I mean, in a totality.
We
understand there's been slumps and things like that, and we held them accountable, didn't we?
We held them accountable. And to be honest with, we'll continue to do that. Yeah. And that happens. Like every team goes through something at some point in time, and you hope that you have the right people on staff and you have the right people in the locker room to help rectify that. But Bones Jones, he had his, at the beginning of the year, it was sketchy with him.
True.
We still on your back about Greg Zuerlein, though. We're not off your back about him yet.
Didn't he just kick the ball out of 40 and got it to the 40-yard line today? So
a bad kickoff.
Yeah, another boo-boo.
Greg give you something every week to be like, come on, dog. Why is he still here?
I'm in the market after the season. So
absolutely. But, for what it's worth, three block punts and 3 touchdowns. You got a kickoff return back for a touchdown.
A punter is in the
Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
Dan Quinn, to me, honestly, has just been.
godsend.
He's been a dream. Is there a assistant coach of the year? He should win it this year.
He should. Look at the Cowboys' defense last year.
They literally went from worst
in franchise history.
Right. They're not first, but they top 5-ish.
So I wonder if when this is all over, said and done with, will this be one of the best defensive performances in the regular season, in franchise history? Now, I get it. They're not going to be number 1 scoring defense like they were in 1992 or something like that. But, you're talking about a team that potentially will get 40 turnovers, will potentially get 40 sacks, will potentially have the offensive or defensive rookie of the year and defensive player of the year. this has to go down as maybe a top 5 defense
7
performance.
different guys on this defense. 19 guys total for the Cowboys as a team have scored a touchdown. 7 of them have been on the defense.
7 touchdowns defensively. Might be 8 now after the day.
7 different people.
Defense, never mind. Defense.
7 different people on defense have scored a touchdown. Think about that. 7 different people on defense has scored a touchdown this year.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the coaching staff has, and I credit to Mike, right? Like, all right, Mike Nolan, like, I was trying to help you out.
And you was my boy.
My boy.
Like, literally my boy.
You know what I'm saying? I went to the head honcho. I vouched for you, like you said at the beginning of the year, but he made the right move. You got to go, man. Let me bring you somebody else.
I hired my boy. My boy failed the drug test.
Yeah.
My boy didn't show up to work. He was showing up to work late. I got to let him go. And then he went and got Dan Quinn, and Dan Quinn has been an absolute godsend.
This may be a conversation for the offseason, but if there's one of the coordinators I don't want to lose, it's him.
And I think, honestly, at this point in time, we might not have a choice.
Maybe the saving grace is because a lot of these defensive coordinators, they get a taste of head coach, and they be like, I'm good. I'd rather just be doing what I'm doing, being able to day-to-day do what I love as opposed to dealing with and that's what I hope. I'm hoping that. I'm trying to speak it into existence.
I'm with you. I got you.
Because we've seen the Leslie Frazers, the Dennis Allens, a lot of these defensive coordinators go on, get head coaching jobs. They don't necessarily – I don't want to say Dan failed. He went to the Super Bowl up 28-3. That's not failing.
Right.
But he didn't ultimately do what he wanted to do. So I hope we keep him because what Dan is doing is not – I believe this is sustainable. I don't think this is a one-off. I think what he's doing is sustainable, and he's got the foundation. So, Dan Quinn, man, hats off to you. You've been amazing.
Absolutely.
Kellen Moore for what is it, 14 games? So for about at least 9 to 10 of them has done this job. Went through a rut. We held him accountable, and let's hope that rut is over. What's going on, Cowboys Nation? And they heading on out here. Hope we got some sane fans though that are heading out now, as opposed to the ones.
That's
earlier.
a family.
It's gonna be all right, man.
Oh,
it's
Lord.
Gonna be all right. I see the walk. I see the walk.
Lord.
I've been there. We've been there. Oh, we should have took him out second quarter. Yeah.
It didn't matter who you could have called Dan
Fouts. Rub his back real good tonight.
You could have had whoever you want. You could have had whoever you want at quarterback. They were gonna get their butt toe up today. They ain't had no choice. You could have had Doug Williams back there.
If y'all can see his walk.
I'll be hurting.
You know how when Kobe used to play about 40 minutes, he had a little walk.
That walk from the stadium back through here got my man.
His walk was, I felt
he got that knee replaced about 6 months ago. He hurting right now.
Man, it's hurt. He done spent $700 again. I don't know where he's from, but it's going to be a long ride.
And she chilling and grinning like she going to be in the car talking trash all night. What's up, big guy? What's up, man? What's up, man? What's happening? All right.
She hit him one of these.
I know, yeah.
I love it. I love it. Are you a Washington fan? Shout out to the. That's all that matters. Hey, I love it. They ain't got nothing to say today.
Nothing.
Hey, Cowboys Nation, they got nothing.
What they say, we won Dallas.
Listen, they not saying nothing unless we say something.
And the funny part about it is like the Washington football team, they tried to be petty, right? They tried to send the benches, the heated benches in a dorm stadium.
For what?
It's dumb, rich, petty stuff. Like you so rich. Money. You so rich. What he is, he's rich, but he's corny. Like this is the dude who what's up, my guy?
Isn't it called the little brother syndrome or something?
Whatever, yeah. FOMO, fear of missing out, little brother, whatever it is. Y'all sent these heated Y'all sent these heated benches. Y'all sent these heated benches, man. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you. Y'all sent these heated benches.
For what?
To have a courtside, field side view of this complete arse kicking that you got today. I hope it was worth it. I hope it was something that you regret
They sent heated benches for a heated fight on their own sideline.
Here's the funny part about it. Your benches don't work in your own stadium.
You wasting. Get them fixed.
Instead of you taking that money and getting your benches fixed, you sent working ones to a stadium who at all times is 74 degrees.
And the dome was closed, by the way, tonight, y'all. So it really was just a really nice, and it's a nice, beautiful day right now.
80 degrees in Texas
It's a
today.
beautiful night. Like, yeah, no, man. That's Washington for you. They over there. Oh, wait, I might be able to show y'all this one. Hold on, wait, man. Let me see. I mean, this is what's happening out there. When you win by 50, 11 points, when you whoop on your rival, when you're 5-0 in your division, when you are the NFC East champs, when you get that.
If you have any question about how it goes down here, man, like, just come on out. If you at home, like, man, you know, I thought about coming out to Texas Live and all that. Listen, look at the crowd.
I'm telling y'all, this home game for the playoffs is going to be lit. I'm not going to have a voice. I'm just letting y'all know that right now. Halftime, I might not have a damn on voice. So I'm going to have to have some tea, some water, some salt, something, because I'm not going to have a voice. It's going to be so crazy in here, man. I can't wait, bro. I cannot wait at all. But I'm going to wrap it up at that before we get into any more trouble. If we was on air, what they call it, the FCC or something like that?
FCC.
They definitely been on our ass today.
Yeah, we had a dump. No, you could say that on the FCC. The A word.
But the A word? Oh, yeah, you can say that.
Yeah. I couldn't say the B word. I said benches. Benches. Benches.
He did say benches.
I did.
He didn't say. He said benches.
Right, I did say
that.
A lot of people are asking about Boss Man. They want to hear us talk about Boss Man.
I mean, he looked good. I mean, from the broadcast view, I saw his name and his face and things pop up in a good way.
And that's the thing we said about in the pregame show was him getting an opportunity to go out there and get these reps.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Was there a fight? Spam Boss Man fight. You go ahead. I'm gonna go search this.
What is a spam? Who's spam?
That means I guess they wanted to get our attention. That was there a Boss Man fight? Oh boy.
But my thing is for me with Kelvin it's a guy who and the thing about Kelvin was it wasn't that Kelvin couldn't play. Kelvin just so happened to get injured in training camp and not being able to let's go.
I don't see any.
It's the Washington football team. They do suck, and we don't use them.
I don't see anything about a Boss Man fight, so never mind.
Yeah, so I think it wasn't like he was sorry and that he couldn't play. Injuries happened to get the best of him, and then what ended up happening was you fell behind a guy who now has 11 interceptions, and Trayvon Diggs, Anthony Brown, who has career year. I think he has 3 or 4 interceptions. And then Jordan Lewis is having a career year. Yeah. And it was just, you could never get enough footing. And sometimes, I think once Dan Quinn kind of got his footing and said, okay, now I can go and do stuff with this defense, he was adding so much onto it. And the guy who wasn't getting the rest because he was injured, it's just tough to go out there and pass somebody up who's playing well and has your system down pat. So it wasn't.
It doesn't happen in the NFL.
It doesn't happen. So the best thing for him right now is to use this time for the mental reps, practice hard, play special teams. But in these moments like today, use that as real game time reps. And the thing is, we live in a day and time now where today everybody's fine. By lunchtime tomorrow, we can be hearing so-and-so is on COVID, so-and-so is on COVID, so-and-so is on COVID. I mean, it's happened literally the last 5 weeks where teams.
To every team, just about.
To every team. And it ain't just 1 or 2 guys. It's been like whole position groups.
Dallas
has done it.
They're so secondary.
You want to make sure that, right now they're dealing with it in their secondary. Yeah. And that can trickle down. That can trickle down and be those guys. So you want to make sure that you have enough guys that are ready to go. I think this Cowboys team, man, Dan Quinn, Will McClay, and all those guys in the front office has done a tremendous job of taking a position or a side of the ball and saying we need a major fix.
Yeah.
And they went and got depth. And they didn't go just get – because I've been here long enough. I played here and I've been here long enough covering this football team Well, they just went and got some bums. We saw
Some
that. We saw that with Dontario
We
Poe.
literally saw last year. And I'm not going to lie, I got excited when I heard Everson Griffin and Dontario Poe and Gerald McCoy because they were big names, but they were long in the
They did
tooth
absolutely
guys.
nothing for us.
They did the exact opposite this offseason.
They went out this year and got some guys between the draft, some steals in free agency. When you think about what they got for Hooker, for KZ, and J-Ron Kurtz. I think they got all those guys for under $2 million.
They're paying them less than a lot of teams are paying one of their defensive backs that are role players.
3 starters for under $2 million combined, I believe. So you look at that and you're saying, man, and the depth all across the board. And we witnessed it all season long where guys, you had Tank was out for a significant amount of time. Randy went out for some time. Gallimore was out for some time. Tristan Hill. And all these guys were still able to maintain, and now you're starting to see it all come together. And it's something to really marvel over.
I think it's different. Like it is. It's different than any time.
I agree. The depth on this team has become truly a strength for this team defensively. And I think that's going to pay huge dividends in the playoffs. You just hope that you don't have any other situations that may take guys away. You know, important guys who make all of the money, those guys who you don't really want to play playoff games without. But other than that, man, this team.
What I think about this defense too is that not only has it been good in this stretch, because of this stretch and how dominant it's been, I think we tend to forget it had these type of games or some of these type of games earlier in the year too. Like this has been from week 1 to week 16. This defense has showed consistency. And in years past, what I mean by it's different, I don't think I've ever felt quite sure, my guy say.
What's up, my guy?
Big Luther with Crow ain't quite
curl all the way over. Yeah.
I never really quite felt that this defense I could trust. I feel that way now.
I do.
I truly do
as well.
because I've seen them deal with adversity. I've seen different levels of this defense dominate. Different players of this defense have opportunities and playmakers on every level. And you cap it off with the guy who's calling it at one of the best I've seen from defensive coordinator in Dallas since Wade. So I think it all just comes together. See our guy get the wall. My God. Yeah, he hurting, boy.
He hurting.
Oh, man, this is going to hurt tonight. So, yeah, man, I think this defense is different. And we should be excited because for years it's been about, man, we just got to get in the playoffs and hope. We hope our defense comes to play.
Yes. Now we wish.
Hope. Now we wish you would bring some mediocre play to the playoffs against this defense.
Right. We wish you allowed your offensive line to go one-on-one with Tank or Randy or Micah. We wish you throw at number 7 on the back end. You know, we wish you want to try to run across the middle against, you know, one of our safeties. So we are definitely living much more by the wish factor, the wish factor than we have ever been in my time here covering the Cowboys.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And that's why I think that this team has the ability to do something special. We all wanted to see the offense get back right, and they have. And next week over here in AT&T Stadium, we will be back here at Revolver Brewhouse, Texas Live, Cowboys versus the Cardinals. This will have seeding implications, and I'm hoping that it's for number 1 seeding implications, if I'm not mistaken.
They're playing Push It.
Are they?
Yeah. You hear that?
You know what I'm going to play? This is what it felt like.
When you hear Push It, what do you think about? You think about Terrence Steele?
Oh, come on. Let's see. I was going to say something, but I ain't going to say what I think about.
No, I'm just asking a question.
Absolutely not.
Push It don't make you think about that?
No.
About his touchdown?
Y'all see what he's trying to do to me here?
What?
Y'all see this?
I'm asking my man about his people. That's his people. That's his family. They playing Push It in the background. Salt and Pepper old school. They Push It. I thought maybe Terrence Steele would have came to mind.
You know what's so bad about this? If I had pressed this immediately when you said, I was going to press this. How you want it?
How do you want it? When Terrence scored the touchdown.
Stop it!
How did you want it?
Stop it, bro.
How did you want it?
Pause, bro.
How did you want it?
This is P-A-U-S-E-E-E. Pause.
Well, that's your family. Represent your family. Big up your family. Like talk good about your family. Terrence Steele scored a touchdown today.
Shut up.
I didn't think I ever was going to have to hit this song. point something out.
I'm just trying to see it.
Look, hold on. Jesse about 2 seconds away.
Oh. Now listen, y'all. There will be some furniture moving because I know if I do that to him or he do it to me, it's gonna be some real live.
Yo, it'll be crazy.
It's gonna be some real live.
If y'all don't know what this is, just run back the halftime show. Just run back. This is what the Dallas Cowboys did.
Absolutely.
Get up out of here,
Yeah.
man.
Absolutely.
All right, man, this was fun. This was a fun post-game show, but aside from all that we was out here rolling with, man. Which button do I want to press today? Because it really was one of these today. You want an offensive touchdown?
Gotcha.
You want a defensive touchdown?
Gotcha.
You want a special team touchdown?
Blocked you.
You want a sack?
How you
want a
want
pick?
it? How you want it?
We gave everything. The Cowboys gave us everything they wanted, and I couldn't be more happy. And this week, I think on your shows on the .com, on our shows here on A to Z Sports, it's going to be a nice, cool, fun week.
Yeah.
Rejoice, as my guy says. From,
I'm bringing the thick six to my show, baby.
We leaving. I'm pressing this damn button.
Jay Holley bringing the thick six, baby. Let's go. I'm coming through, baby. Thick six.
Jesse Holley, Skywalker Still. Cowboys 56-14.
Oh, I can bring the guns out now.
NFC East division champs.
Who wants some of this thick six, baby? That's what I got. I got a thick six. Let's go.
We out, y'all. Peace.